The 15 members of the UN Security Council have already unanimously condemned North Korea's latest test over the weekend, which of course landed in the sea west of Japan after it travelled over 400 miles or so. And the Council also warned in its statement on that there could be new sanctions on top of the ones it's already imposed. And so that was something that was echoed by the three ambassadors of the US, South Korea and Japan. They came out and held a joint press conference before the closed-door Security Council consultations on this. And Ambassador Nikki Haley of the US did stress that Pyongyang's behaviour affects all countries in the world. She said if you support North Korea, you are against the rest of the international community. And she also went on to say Russia in particular should be concerned about this latest test because it did come within 60 miles, she said, of the Russian border. And she went on to add the US has been working well with China on potentially adding new sanctions to the table. We haven't seen anything on that, she said, in the last week or so, but implied that there could well be some movement on that soon. And we do know that Washington and Beijing did work together very successfully and very well last year to drastically tighten those UN Security Councils on Pyongyang, which were originally first imposed back in 2006, making them the tightest ever. Now, both the South Korean and the Japanese ambassadors also emphasised there could be no talks with Pyongyang until it has changed its course in some way. Dialogue can only come, they said, with a concrete change in behaviour. And that was really backed up by Nikki Haley as well. She said the US would consider talks with North Korea if it halts all nuclear and ballistic missile tests.
The United States, we are willing to talk, but not until we see a total stop of the nuclear process and of any tests there. As you look at this test, Russia should be extremely concerned at the fact that they came within 60 miles of their border. We have often been concerned about South Korea and Japan. We will continue to have their backs. We're going to continue all of our military exercises with South Korea because we think it's important in order to protect them. We're going to continue to have the back of Japan because we think that's important, but we're trying to also have the backs of the region.